Welcome to the Embodiment and Accountability Podcast, Episode 15, Self-Doubt. This is a big one for me. I'm just going to switch over to the grass because it's a bit warm on the patio. I wanted to talk about this because I'm actually creating a workshop on this, and I felt, all of the doubts and the imposter syndrome and everything coming up while I'm creating it. And I just wanted to hop on here and talk about it because I know I'm not the only one. And so for me, self-doubt, I feel like it's all of the insecurities, all of the little voices like trying to keep me safe, right? And in keeping me small. And so if they do their work correctly, then I won't move forward and I won't grow or evolve. And this won't be scary because it's not the unknown. And so I feel like it's not real, and it's, definitely not what my heart wants. So it's more something like in my head. And that's why I don't want to give power to these thoughts more than they already have, right? And I feel like working on that is really good and also challenging because they are feeling real. They are feeling like it's the truth, and it's so easy to believe what that self-doubt, that imposter syndrome, that whatever you want to call it, that little voice is telling you to just keep you safe but really stuck. But and so I just wanted to come on here and talk about this because for me it's coming up right now, as I mentioned, because I'm creating a 4-week workshop on this. I'm super excited about it, and it just feels so good and just so sacred because it's really like returning back to, obviously, like it's in the somatic, like working with the body. And so it's really observing, like having the awareness of the self-doubt and really seeing where it lives in the body, and then moving on to maybe like communicating with it and just seeing where it comes from. Was it because like it's always like specific to something that we went through when we were maybe younger, like inner child work and something like that sometimes, and or just experiences that we've had and that were not pleasant, let's put it that way. And so I feel really passionate about it, actually, and I'm really excited to have this workshop in September. I'm gonna be talking more about it, just to like advertise and just really put myself out there and make it more tangible, because right now it feels like still in the ether and not like really concrete, because I don't have like a fixed date or something like pictures or like images to represent the workshop, you know what I mean? And so so I'm really excited about it. But I'm just gonna talk about self-doubt for a moment. I'm in this container right now. It's called raw milk. with my beautiful friend and mentor, Alexandra Daniele. She's amazing. Anyway, and so like I had a call earlier today with her, and we're in the group setting, but I've talked about having doubt coming up with my workshop, and she just asked me, like, where does it come from? And then, like, I just went back into my body and really felt it was in my head. And I was like, yeah, like, I see it's all in my head, and it's not real. It's not true. And so she's like, well, and now how do you feel? And I was like, ooh, I feel more anchored, like, in my truth, because I'm like, that's not true. Like, I called it out. Well, she helped me, but you know what I mean. And I was just like, this is so interesting that in such a short amount of time, like a few seconds, really, you can be working on some things and just really having beautiful awareness on it. And it doesn't, like, a lot of the time, it doesn't even need more to it. Sometimes it's just like it needs to be seen, to be heard, or to feel understood for it to be like, oh, it doesn't really help me out right now, so you're not really doing a great job part, right? Or protector. And so yeah, and so anyway, I felt this this part of the self-doubt that I was talking about, like, dissolve a little bit more, because I just saw it for what it was, which it wasn't true. It wasn't real. And yeah, just by me witnessing it just felt so good, because I took back my power, and I was like, ooh, I'm in control. Like, I don't have to feel that self-doubt and live in it and just like be like, oh yeah, you're there, so I think I have to or just because it's there, it's true, right? So I'm like, no, you're not true, so I'm not gonna give you my energy and my attention anymore. And that really felt empowering, because I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Like, I totally know what I'm talking about. And like, it's not the first time that I've experienced this, but it was like the most recent one, so that's why it was like fresh to talk about. And yeah, anyway, it was just like a beautiful example of how quick things can shift, and how just being in our own, like, connected to our own body, our own inner wisdom, and just, yeah, touching that power inside of us, because, like, we're all connected to universe, source, God, you know, or higher self. And yeah, that is powerful. Like, even just like, well, because our heart is connected to all of those things, in my opinion. So, I mean, take it or leave it. It's just my opinion. And yeah, I just feel like it's so beautiful to see those insecurities and self-doubt just like melt away, and be like, oh, I don't have to keep them and entertain them just because they're there. I can acknowledge them. I can feel them for like a short amount of time, and then I can release them and reclaim my inner authority and my own inner power, right? And so, I don't know, that just felt really good and really potent. So I wanted to share with you that, yeah, what happened today. So that was fun. And thank you, Alex. I love you. And yeah, I think that's what I wanted to share. But I'm sending you all so much love, and thank you for being here, and see you next time. Bye.